Hey, it's been a long while since I have talked with you on this channel. It's a lot of things have happened in my life, a lot of stuff that I'm not going to bore you with. But today I did want to talk about something quite interesting, which I've been thinking about, which is the three mindsets that could truly change the way you look at life. And the three mindsets are enthusiasm, enjoyment, and acceptance. You can think of these three mindsets or states of being, we can say, that are the best states to be in for happiness and for general sense of well-being and flow and presence. What do I mean by that? When you're enthusiastic, have you ever been enthusiastic about something where it's more than enjoying? It's like literally you're passionate and you're consumed by the thing. Like people have to tell you, dude, you need to have dinner. Like, have you eaten? Like, you're spending too much time doing this. It could even be about a video game. It could even be about a person or a hobby that you recently got into. And my most recent enthusiasm was about jujitsu. I would be watching jujitsu videos nonstop, hours a day. Then, as I was going to bed, I would be thinking about jujitsu sequences I would do in training the next day, in my head, visualizing them. Then I would be doing jujitsu moves on my duvet and my pillow. Can you imagine? Right? It's just crazy. And this enthusiasm, it doesn't always last because it's such an intense energy and it kind of fizzles out. But that's fine. When it comes, you got to appreciate it. And it's one of the best things in life when you feel enthusiastic about something. A lot of other things fade into the background. You can really focus, you can really enter into a flow state, and life feels meaningful, life feels enjoyable and fun. So it's just one of the best things. But here's what happens when you actually fall out of enthusiasm for something. Let's say you're enthusiastic about jiu-jitsu or whatever the hell sport you're into, and then you fall out of it because you eventually will. Even the, like, let's say, best soccer players, basketball players, like, that love their sport, they will fall out of enthusiasm per se, um, after a while. And I think a lot of people take the wrong message from this. They take the message that, oh, it's not fun anymore, or why doesn't it feel like it used to be? Did I do something wrong? Do I need to change something? Because they don't relate to the thing that like they used to. And this could happen in your relationship too. You're like, oh, where's the enthusiasm in our relationship that was? It was never supposed to last. The next state, the next mindset, which is like the lower end of enthusiasm, maybe it's not as big as enthusiasm, is enjoyment. Enjoyment is when you're not crazily obsessed, but you're in a good place with it. You're kind of having fun with it. Maybe you're like I've seen people that enjoy like cleaning their house or like gardening. You might enjoy the process of like cooking. Like I enjoy cooking, but I wouldn't say I'm enthusiastic about cooking. I have been. It's interesting to know. I have been at times when I was learning like Italian pasta. Um, I have been enthusiastic about it. Like I'd wake up and watch cooking videos and get excited about preparing the ingredients. But I enjoy cooking. There's a pleasant energy to cooking. And again, when you're enjoying something, life feels fun, life feels good, you're happy, you like your life, and it's just a good state to be in. And I think this is what you want the majority of your life to be this kind of joyous enjoyment of everyday things. Um, of course, it's not easy. And that's what we'll get into in the third mindset, which is acceptance. But enjoyment is really something that we can try to bring to the more mundane sides of life, like going grocery shopping, like going to the cafe and just doing some work, like the work projects that you normally wouldn't enjoy, like asking yourself, how can I make it enjoyable? How can I make it a little bit more fun? Can I make it a game? Can I make it have little goals inside? Can I make it a fun competition with me and my best friend? How can you enjoy it? Because again, enjoyment is going to make your life feel better. But then, of course, there are things in life that you don't really want to do that happen anyway. And this is where the third mindset, the third state of being, acceptance, comes in. And where did I get this enthusiasm, enjoyment, and acceptance? From one of my favorite authors, Eckhart Tolle. He talks about this, I think, in his book called A New Earth, where he says, when you're enthusiastic, enjoyment, or acceptance, when you're in these three states of mind, you are present. You are in the moment. You're not trying to make a problem out of the present moment. Think about it. If you're enthusiastic, you're just possessed. If you're enjoying it, you're in flow. And if you're accepting it, you're in the moment of accepting what's happening. So there's no judgment. And this is what presence is all about. When you're present in the moment, you're actually just feeling the moment and letting it be, rather than trying to change it, trying to manipulate it to fit what I want, or trying to judge it. This is wrong, this is bad, this shouldn't happen, why did it happen? And making the moment stressful. That's what we do in our minds, right? Oh my God, it's so hot. Why is it so hot? I hate that it's so hot. Why does it have to be humid? Why did I not bring this thing that I supposed to have brought? The moment you accept, like, okay, it's hot, I'm gonna sweat right now. It's just summer. Like, it is what it is. Suddenly the stress goes away. Right? Another good example is in Seoul, like, traffic gets pretty busy. So there are times when I'm driving, and one of the things, like, my pet peeves, or like one of the things that I just really get annoyed at, is unexpected traffic jams. I don't know why. It's actually quite a good psycho analysis to do on myself. Why do I get so annoyed by unexpected traffic jams? But when they happen, I get so angry. I'm like, why the hell am I wasting my precious time sitting in this dumbass traffic? Or, for example, when I get delayed somewhere because of no fault of my own, and suddenly I'm stuck in rush hour and I'm just fuming. And there was this time where, like, I was going to this seminar, and I knew the seminar was finishing at like 5, so I was going to be stuck in rush hour coming back home. And I knew it already from the morning that I was going, and I'd prepared myself for it. And I just told myself as I got in the car, I was like, all right, it's going to take double the time. It's rush hour. You know what? I'm just going to put on my favorite audiobook and just really learn something. And I'm just going to go. It's going to go slower than I ever thought, and that's just fine. I accepted it. I literally fully accepted and embraced that. And let me tell you, that drive was one of the most pleasant drives I've had. And it shocked me. I remember thinking about it in the car, like, I can't believe I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm stuck in rush hour, but I was just enjoying listening to this thing. And I was open to it because I had accepted the situation. Again, when you accept it, you're not creating stress for yourself because you're not judging the moment. You're just there. So there it is. Those are the 3 states of being that I think are the most powerful mindsets to have in life. And here's really what I wanted to say in today's video. It's like, your life, whatever it is that you're doing, will go through cycles of enthusiasm, enjoyment, and acceptance. And when you look at it in this lens where it's just going to go through these cycles, then you're going to be in a better place than most people that freak out when they fall out of enthusiasm, when they fall out of enjoyment. So let me just return to the jiu-jitsu example to illustrate this point. So just until about 2 weeks ago, I was obsessed with jiu-jitsu. Like I said, I was enthusiastic. But now I'm not. I'm not watching those videos anymore. I'm not visualizing sequences in my head. I'm now more focused on, like, the gym training that I'm doing and the content creation. And that's really what I'm enjoying. I don't think I've hit enthusiasm yet in the gym or in content, but it's getting there. It's building up. There have been periods before it fell out, and now it's making a comeback, right? The gym is making a comeback. The content is making a comeback. Which is probably why I'm filming this video. You can kind of feel it, right? So it's coming back, and it's not going to stay there forever. So what's going to happen to jiu-jitsu now? Oh, am I just going to give it up? No, I just accepted it. I'm like, okay, I've accepted the fact that it's fallen out of those two states. And now I'm in the stage of acceptance in a way where I remember telling myself, literally going to jiu-jitsu, going, okay, I'm in the stage of acceptance now where my focus is on showing up. It's literally, I'm just going to show up. I'm not going to be thinking sequences in my head. I'm not even particularly going to like absolutely love every session, but I'm just going to be showing up. I've accepted that it's fallen out of enthusiasm for a bit. It's going to come back. I don't know when, but the other things are the focus now. And so the other things took priority, and I'm now enjoying other things. Do you see? You want 3 or 4 things in your life that you're kind of cycling through like this, and they will cycle through. This is why it's so important to have hobbies, to have certain friendships, to have certain projects. And I think it's really good to think of it in a way of like your work, your hobby, your health, your wealth, your relationships, right? But just in terms of different things that you're focused on. Maybe it's your business. Maybe it's if you have a job and you don't like your job, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's your hobbies. Maybe it's hobby 1, hobby 2 versus relationship 3. Understand these cycles and let them play through those cycles. Don't be freaked out when it falls out of one cycle, and learn to bring acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm to each of those states. And the final thing that I'll leave you with is when it's not in those 3 states, when it's not in enthusiasm, enjoyment, and acceptance, ask yourself, what is causing this right now? What is causing me stress about the situation right now? And how can I return it to one of those 3 states? Okay. Anyways, that's the thought I had recently. Thought I'd share that with you. And hopefully I'll be creating more of these videos on this channel to talk about things like this. Let me know what you think about this, or what other topics you're interested in. And see you later.